So, hi everyone. So, in this particular presentation session, we shall try to cover the next topics of Module 1. So, the topic we are going to cover in this particular presentation session is decision making. So, this decision making is an important concept in every aspect of human life, especially in an organization or in any particular enterprise. Decision making plays a major role. So now we shall try to understand how in a particular organization a particular individual can make a proper decision, because the way a particular individual makes a decision will have a huge impact on the fruitfulness you will be getting with respect to that particular decision. Now we shall try to understand how a particular individual can make a decision. What actually do you mean by decision making? What are all the different types of decisions you are having? So these are all the concepts we are going to cover in this particular presentation session. So once we wind up with this particular concepts, in the next presentation session, we shall try to cover the steps in decision making. So as you can see here, what is a decision? Before going into the process of decision making, first we need to understand what actually do you mean by decision. A decision is nothing but a choice. Choice of what? It is a choice of choosing between the alternatives. Whenever you are making a decision, there will be many alternatives. So you will be making the decision by choosing one of the alternative. Suppose after you complete your engineering, you will be having many alternatives. You can join to a company, you can go for post-graduation, or you can open up your own enterprise, you can start your own business, you can become an entrepreneur. So these are all the different alternatives that will be available once you complete your engineering. So a decision, I can call a decision as a choice. Choice of what? Choice of selecting between the alternatives. There can be many alternatives. Choosing among one of the alternatives can be called as decision making. Particularly in an organization, whenever you are talking with respect to an organization, it is especially the managers who will be taking the decisions, because they are the people who will be having extra powers. They are the people who will be having extra responsibilities. So those set of people, those managers will be making the decisions, and others or the subordinates will take up the necessary action in order to implement that decision. So the managers will take up the decision, the subordinates of the manager or the people working below the manager will implement the decision taken up by the manager with some actions. So this is the second point. And the last point, we can call the decision, we can call decision making as a commitment, because you are committing to something. You are committing to achieving something. You are committing to a goal. You are committing to a process. So we can call decision making to be a commitment. So it is a point of view. So I will be going for post graduation, because my point of view is that once I complete post graduation, I can get better job opportunities. So always you will be making some decision based on some point of view. So using that point of view, you will be making a decision. So once you make a decision, you are actually taking a course of action. Your decision will become implementable, decision will become successful only if you follow up your decision with some course of action. If you are not following any action, once you take up a decision, your decision is useless. So these are all the three things you need to remember with respect to the meaning of decision making. So the next question you might ask, what actually decision meaning implies? Decision meaning implies three main things. The first thing is the managers will be making a decision based on some certain facts. You cannot simply make a decision. You cannot simply do some luck work and make a decision. There should be some facts. By collecting all the facts based on certain basis, you will make a decision. That is the first point. And the manager will be having many alternatives in front of them. So when a manager is making a decision, you will be choosing one of the alternative from those many alternatives. How he will choose that particular alternative? It depends on the manager experience and wisdom. Based upon his past experience, based upon its knowledge, based upon his wisdom, he will be selecting a proper alternative out of many alternatives which are available. So your decision making also implies that the manager who is taking the decision will have a purpose, will have a goal, will have an objective. So in order to achieve that goal, purpose or objective, your manager will take up the decision accordingly. So these are all the things you need to remember with respect to meaning of decision making and what actually your decision making process will imply. Now we shall move on to next topic, which is also considered important from exam point of view, that is, what are all the different types of decisions. There are many categories. Now we shall try to understand each of the category in detail one by one. So the first type of decision is programmed decision. In program, the alternative to program is strategic decision. So what do you mean by program? As the name itself suggests, it will be like a somewhat programmed kind of action. You don't need to think much before taking this type of decision. It will be in a programmed manner. Once you write a program manually, there is nothing to do. It always happens automatically. Similarly, the program decision takes place. So if you are making the decision based on the policies, rules and procedures of a particular organization, such type of decisions are called as program decisions. Because you cannot make any changes to the program decisions. Why? You are making the decisions on policies, rules and procedures. So always those kind of decisions will be fixed. Though those can be considered as program. Whereas on the other end, your strategic decisions, that is, in order to increase the profits of a particular company, in order to increase the revenue of a particular company, you will be making some decisions. Those kind of decisions involves heavy expenditure, heavy investment. Such kind of decisions has to be made by the top level management people. They cannot be made by the lower level management people. So these are all the different major two types of decision in the first category. First one is program, the second one is strategic. So in the second category, we are having two types, that is individual and collective. As the name itself suggests, what do you mean by individual? If a sole person, if a single person is making some decision, such a type of decision is called as individual. What do you mean by collective? If you are making the decision by involving the team members, by involving all the necessary stakeholders, such a type of decision is called as collective decision. So whenever you are making a collective decision, it has major advantages. What are all the major advantages when you are making a collective decision? It will give increased acceptance. The chances of that decision getting succeeded will be more. You will be getting the acceptance from majority of the stakeholders. You will be getting the acceptance from majority of the team members. There will be better communication and coordination among the team members. Those people will properly understand what kind of decision is taken by the organization, what kind of decision is taken by the manager. So these are all the advantages whenever you are taking a collective decision. This is the second category. And the third category of decision is major and minor decision. So what do you mean by minor decision? If you are making decision based on a periodical basis, day-to-day basis. So there will be many decisions which will be made on a day-to-day basis, periodically. Such type of decisions are called as minor decisions. Some of the examples of minor decision can be purchasing some stationery, granting loans or giving permission to take leave. These are all the decisions you are taking on a day-to-day basis. Such decisions can be considered as minor decisions. Then what do you mean by major decisions? These are the decisions which involve top level management. These are the decisions which involve huge expenses. These are the decisions which involve huge financial rotation. For example, if you are purchasing new machinery, if you are going for a new technology, if you are hiring some new people, all such kind of decision comes under the category of major decisions. So this is the third category, major and minor decision. Then the fourth category of decisions are strategic and routine decisions. So as the name itself suggests, routine decisions are those decisions which you are making on a day-to-day basis. So routine again, if you are making some decision, we can call them as routine. Whereas strategic, as I had already explained here, it is with respect to top level management. Suppose if you want to increase the price of your product, if you want to decrease the price of your product, then you can make strategic decision. And the next one is simple and complex. As the name itself is suggesting, if the decision does not involve huge amount of people, if the decision is not affecting a large number of people, if the decision is not affecting any perspective or any aspect of the organization, we can call it as a simple decision. If a decision involves a huge process, it takes lot amount of time to come to a conclusion, it is affecting a larger number of people, such a decision can be called as complex decision. And the last category of decision is temporary and permanent decision. Temporary decision is ad hoc decision. What do you mean by ad hoc? That means you are trying to give a solution for a problem with the help of a decision. Once that solution is implemented, then that particular decision will be wiped out. So the problem, whenever the problem persists, you will be making a decision. Such a type of decision is called as temporary, because it is only for time being. Once the solution is found, then the decision will be taken off. Whereas for permanent problems, you will be making decisions which will be permanent in nature. So these are all the major category with respect to types of decision. So in our next presentation session, we shall try to cover one more topic with respect to decision making, that is, what are all the steps involved in decision making. We shall try to cover that particular topic in the next presentation session. Thank you.